has 99% pure niacinamide. It's derm tested, and now it's cleanest formula with hydration that beats the $400 cream. Tried, tested, never bested. Shop at Olay.com.
Oh, are you using Liberty Mutual's coverage customizer tool? So you only pay for what you need. Sorry? Leo, you're an animal!
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
I am so hyped. The Oneaters are getting back together. Actually, they're the Wonders, but if you love That Thing You Do like I do, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yes, the cast of That Thing You Do is reuniting for its 25th anniversary, and we're going to have all that magic.
Happening now.
The new abortion law in Texas is now in effect. How it is different from previous attempts to curb abortion access in the state. We talked to a legal expert about the legalities. And the remnants of Hurricane Ida causing historic flooding in the Northeast. Coming up next, more on the deadly aftermath left behind.
We're definitely feeling the heat outside, and we're going to make a run at our first 100-degree day of the year. We'll talk about that, complete weekend forecast, and updated rain chances in just a bit. The news at 5 starts right now.
And first at 5, Texas's new abortion law now in effect, and it has a different twist on the typical attempts at restricting abortion.
Garrett Berger interviewed a St. Mary's law professor on the legalities of what is now among the nation's most restrictive abortion laws.
One word Professor Albert Kaufman kept coming back to when discussing Texas's new abortion law was broad.
The law is written to be very broad to cover anyone involved in the process at all.
The new law bans abortions as early as 6 weeks into a pregnancy. But instead of leaving it to the government to enforce it, the law lets anyone besides state or local government sue someone who helps a woman get an abortion past that point. Though he says the woman herself can't be sued.
It's the doctor, the nurse, the clinic, anyone who refers her to the doctor, etc.
And while Kaufman thinks it's unlikely someone like an Uber driver who unknowingly takes a woman to the procedure could end up being found liable, they could still end up in court first.
So it could certainly have an intimidating effect on anyone, even an Uber driver.
And it's not clear, Kaufman says, if people who help a woman get the procedure out of state could be liable too.
I think that would be very unlikely that such a thing could be enforced, but the bill certainly doesn't say that you could not sue for that.
And while the U.S. Supreme Court did not block the law from taking effect, it didn't rule on its constitutionality yet either. Kaufman believes the law will, one way or another, end up back in front of the Supreme Court. Garrett Berger, KSAT 12 News.
New at 5, we're now learning that a Bexar County Sheriff's deputy was suspended for 12 days after he did not properly investigate a potential DWI crash last year. Deputy Stephen Morris was suspended in July. This after a woman crashed into a front yard of a home in November of last year. The residents there told Morris the driver appeared to be intoxicated and that it may not have been the first time she crashed into a neighbor's yard. Despite telling another deputy the driver, quote, might be a little tipsy, unquote, Deputy Morris did not conduct a sobriety test. He was suspended for 12 days. He was also cited for muting his body camera throughout the call and not giving a valid reason as to why.
He's accused of helping set an apartment building on fire. Now he's facing charges. 40-year-old Norman Robert Jones, arrested yesterday. He's charged with arson in relation to a fire at the residences at Medical Apartments back in June. Arresting documents state Jones and 35-year-old Ryan James Simpson were fighting with the man who lived there. Simpson accuses Jones of lighting a pile of rags on fire and throwing it on the victim's porch. A total of 8 families were displaced. Luckily, no one was hurt.
3 teens facing some jail time after they reportedly robbed a student on his way to school. San Antonio police say that the victim was walking to Clark High School on De Isabella Road when 2 girls and an 18-year-old woman approached him with a knife. They stole all of his belongings, but they didn't get too far. Officers caught up with him a few blocks away, and they found the knife used in the robbery and most of the victim's belongings.
Labor Day weekend becoming a concern amid the surge in COVID hospitalizations nationwide. The CDC asking anyone who is not vaccinated to not travel. The holiday weekend raising more concern for kids who will return to in-person learning. The CDC says children should be in class, but mask wearing guidelines should be followed. Students in Colorado pushing back with a staged walkout to end their mask mandate.
I believe that masks, they've been going for almost 2 years now. This is going to be the third year of my high school career that's compromised. I want a normal high school career. If you are scared, you can stay home.
In the meantime, on the vaccine front, Moderna has submitted booster shot data to the FDA. They want the booster to be half the dose of the original dosage. Moderna also in headlines today after more than 1 million doses of its COVID vaccine being recalled in Japan for tiny particles of stainless steel. The company says the contamination happened during the process of putting stops on the vials. Moderna says about 500,000 people had received those shots before the problem was discovered. Coming up tonight at 6, Tiffany Huertas takes us to Floresville ISD, where the district is shutting down for an extended time this Labor Day weekend amid a surge in school cases. She talks with the superintendent about that decision and hear one parent's concerns about the ongoing issue there.
It is something that never happened before. All 5 boroughs in New York City flooded out by heavy rain. This happening as a result of Hurricane Ida that slammed Louisiana 4 days ago. The Northeast has been pummeled by the storm's remnants and killed more than a dozen people. ABC's Dan Lieberman has the amazing pictures from New York and New Jersey.
In New York City's Central Park, Father Tasco Brown scooping water from his flooded car Wednesday night, swimming through the floodwaters, carrying his 8-month-old boy to safety.
I just used the God-given strength that I had and had to pull him out. And never experienced nothing like it. It was frightening. Yeah, worst thing I've ever seen.
But many others were not so lucky, as historic floods ripped through the region, the remnants of Hurricane Ida merging with a front to produce a first-time ever flash flood emergency for all 5 boroughs of New York City.
I made clear to the governors that my team at the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, is on the ground and ready to provide all the assistance that's needed.
In Queens, several fatalities in a partial building collapse. Others found dead in flooded homes and basements, including a 2-year-old boy. And images flooding in from underground, water gushing out of a wall at one Manhattan subway station. The entire New York City subway system forced to shut down, along with Newark Airport in New Jersey. Amtrak canceling trains between Washington and Boston for the rest of Thursday. And in New Jersey, at least 25 homes in Mullica Hill destroyed after a tornado struck.
See branches start to get carried by the wind past my house. The chair on our front porch got flipped, and it was nuts.
In Passaic, New Jersey, divers searching for people who may have been swept away by 7-foot-high floodwaters, with dramatic scenes of boat rescues happening across the Philadelphia suburbs.
Dan Lieberman, ABC News in Central Park, New York.
Hurricane Ida recovery efforts now underway from Louisiana all the way up to New York.
It's why our KSAT community partners are working with the American Red Cross to help those in need. Alex Villa, Chief Operating Officer for the American Red Cross serving Central and South Texas, says they have been doing work on the ground since Sunday, but there's plenty more to be done.
So right now, again, we've provided over 17,000 meals and over 800 cleanup kits just on the ground in Louisiana alone in the last few days. And the work is not going to stop for us in the next few weeks, as we know that people are still not going to have power.
They sure don't. Tomorrow, you can join the effort to help. We're hosting a Hurricane Ida relief phone bank tomorrow. It's from noon to 7. We'll be providing the number to call starting tomorrow, and you can find all of the information you need about this on KSAT.com.
Here in our neck of the woods, we got close again today, but not quite there, at least not yet officially. 99 degrees for the unofficial high temperature so far for the day today in San Antonio. The record is 104. That was set back in 2000. You look at other area-wide temperatures now, and most of us well into the 90s. 97 in Floresville at the moment. Leon Springs, 94 degrees, and we're 97 near Lavernia. Even Canyon Lake at 98. All right, taking a look ahead for the rest of the evening. We've got some high school football games. It's going to be hot and sticky. A clearing sky, humid, still low 90s at 8 o'clock, and that's shortly after sunset. 10 o'clock, still in the mid 80s. Sam, we do have some showers on the radar east of town, but nothing locally. So hopefully that helps the traffic right now a bit.
Yeah, not really seeing too much there on the roads at the moment, Adam. And this is a look at Loop 410 at San Pedro. There you see a car on the ramp there, kind of facing the wrong direction. They had a crash there earlier. They haven't removed the vehicle there. So let's take a look at that on the map. Well, here's a wider view of that. And now let's take a look at that on the area on the map. That delay is improving. It's still 19 miles per hour westbound on 410 at the airport. Have some delays downtown as well. Those are getting a little better as well, but still half an hour from Loop 410 on the northeast side to downtown right now. So that's major slowdowns approaching downtown. A little better once you get on the southwest side. We'll keep an eye on things and have more for you throughout the evening. Over to you.
Thanks, Samuel. Now a safety alert for parents of infants, specifically about popular nursing or lounging pillows. 12 on Your Side first reported on them last fall when the Consumer Product Safety Commission warned not to use these for sleep. At that time, we knew of at least 28 infant deaths that were linked to them. Now 7 more recent infant deaths have been linked to boppy loungers and nursing pillows. In most of these deaths, the baby was put to sleep on the boppy and rolled over, suffocating in the pillow. Boppy says the products are intended for use while babies are awake, and they're looking for more ways to improve safety.
New at 5, the latest film in this year's Black History film series has a dramatic and disturbing connection to here in San Antonio.
Released last year, The 24th is co-written and directed by Academy Award winner Kevin Wilmot. Jesse DeGoiato now with a preview of that film that'll be shown tomorrow evening at the Arneson River Theater.
Men of the 24th Infantry. This is Texas.
The 24th is a startling depiction of the racism and brutality they encountered from then on.
Jim Crow's the law. Respect it.
The film's director had seen a photo of the 63 Buffalo soldiers court-martialed in what was called the largest murder trial in American history.
It just kind of blew me away.
After one of their own was killed by Houston police.
This is nothing new. I mean, 100 years ago it was happening, and then still happening today.
They also got word a mob was coming to get them. The Buffalo soldiers, who were military police, then took to the streets in what became a deadly riot. The chapel where they were tried and convicted is still at Fort Sam Houston. Nearby is where the 13 who were hanged were buried along Salado Creek. It was front page news, yet no reporters were there. Almost 20 years later, their remains were reinterred at Fort Sam Houston National Cemetery. Their headstones have only their names and when they were hanged.
What happened to the soldiers of the 24th hits especially close to home for a Buffalo soldier of today.
It could have happened to me. Had I been in service at that time, I could have been innocent.
When I aimed the gun, I saw a man. He didn't see one back.
Jesse DeGoiato, KSAT 12 News.
Powerful stuff ahead of tomorrow night's screening at 8:30 p.m. There will be a reception at 6 p.m. at Hemisphere Park, hosted by the San Antonio African American Community Archive and Museum. Information on ticket prices and reservations are on our website, ksat.com. However, the screening and the Q&A at the Arneson River Theater are free.
With summer coming to an end, retailers are rolling out the sales from appliances to electronics, even mowers. The deals to look out for this month. New at 5, September savings. Now that summer's coming to an end and the kids are back in school, it's time to score some seasonal deals. 12 on Your Side's Marilyn Moritz reports September is the best time to buy if you need a new grill or even a new cell phone.
With Labor Day deals and back-to-school sales, summer shifts to fall. That means September savings and the best time to buy some of Consumer Reports' top-rated products. First up, grills.
It's the end of summer, so retailers are looking to close out their summer inventory and get all of those items out of their warehouse to make room for the cooler weather items. So Labor Day tends to be the best time to find those sale prices.
CR found this Cuisinart portable gas grill for $175 at Amazon, Best Buy, and Lowe's. Need a new fridge before the holidays? This Blomberg top freezer refrigerator is now $999 at AJ Madison and Appliances Connection. September still means sweltering heat, so here's a cool idea. This LG window AC is now $300 at Walmart. Tests show it's one of the best for small rooms. And to keep your lawn looking good without breaking the bank, CR recommends the Hart battery push mower for $248 at Walmart. It gets about an hour runtime on a single charge. Finally, September is prime time to keep an eye out for a new cell phone. Every September, Apple tends to announce its next iPhone.
This year, we're hearing rumors that the iPhone 13 will be announced later this month. And when that announcement is made, they tend to discount the older model phones. If you have those phones and you want the new one, there are also typically trade-in deals where you can save a big chunk of change on the new phone.
The iPhone 12 Pro Max is one of the best in Consumer Reports ratings. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
I just want the record to reflect it is not 100 degrees right now.
Yet.
We
don't have the official high.
Okay.
And yes, we do still have a bet on a Dr. Pepper that we're going to hit 100 this year.
I thought it was just for the weekend.
No.
Well, I thought it was just the weekend. That's what it was.
No, it was open-ended.
Oh, sure. Now you're changing it. I see how it is.
Oh, I see how this is working.
Well, yeah.
I think it's going to happen today, so.
I don't think so today.
Okay.
We're going to make our
Thank
first.
you, Adam.
We're going to make a run at our first official 100-degree day for San Antonio. I say official because our official climate site in town is the International Airport there at 281 and 410. I know Stinson and other locations south of there have hit 100 and several times, but not officially at our official climate reporting site. So sunny and hot this weekend, and I think that's our best shot at 100, and a few rain chances to talk about. Just a few here and there. A lot to cover. So let's get right to it with the heat. We actually dropped down to 95, Steve, at the airport. It's going to be tough to hit that 100-degree mark, Steve. You're welcome, Ursula. That was for you. He gives me so much grief about thermometers and stuff. I'm just going to take my opportunity here while I have it. So 95 feels like 100 when you factor in the humidity. Of course, dew point is 68. You look across the state, you can see where we have some rain-cooled air. Marfa 81, El Paso usually a hot spot, 89 degrees. Even Lubbock only at 90. Triple digits are really in our neck of the woods. Del Rio 101, Cotulla, Pleasanton, and even 100, and Laredo at 101. New Braunfels, meanwhile, at 93, Kerrville 94. Dew points upper 60s into the 70s in spots. So, of course, we're feeling the humidity combined with the heat, and that makes it feel like we're in excess of 100 in some locations. I mean, Gonzales feels like 104, Kennedy 103, Pleasanton feels like 108. And we do have the high school football games tonight, some, and it's going to be hot. It's going to be sticky. You look at the next several days, it's more of the same. 98, 99 for the high temperature. Any one of these days, we could have our first 100-degree day. That, of course, is possible any day. And I think the best shot would be on Sunday when, during the afternoon, our dew points drop off a little bit. We had a few showers out there to talk about. Not much really left over. A few here and there in Guadalupe County and even on the north side of New Braunfels. And that's about it. A lot of that action has really come to an end. Here's the bigger picture across the state. A few sporadic showers here and there, West Texas and up in the Panhandle, and of course the typical activity right along the coastal bend there. And you look off to the east, different picture for the East Coast and New England. They're starting to dry out. Actually, a nice plume of dry air indicated by this orange and yellow color moving across the East Coast and down into the deep south as well. So that's why they've got all that sunshine and a chance to dry out over there. Let's talk about the tropics. We're still tracking Hurricane Larry right now in the Atlantic. This is headed westward toward the central Atlantic, maybe nearing Bermuda by Tuesday as a major hurricane. Another wave that we're watching coming off of Africa, which has the possibility of becoming another tropical cyclone. This little cluster of storms here in the Caribbean has low odds still, only 10 to 20% chance of becoming a tropical cyclone in the next 2 to 5 days. Our rain chance is 20% tomorrow afternoon. By Tuesday, we'll see about a 30% chance. So we do have a few opportunities here and there, but nothing drastic. 78 in the morning tomorrow, back into the upper 90s, southeasterly breeze at 5 to 10. Saturday, Sunday, sunny, hot, dry, and then late on Labor Day we could have a few showers, a slightly better chance on Tuesday.
Ooh, it's going to be a squeaker.
You know, I was going to say, it doesn't matter if it's 99 or 100 degrees. When you're live from the field, as Greg Simmons is right now at Gus Stadium, it is just, it's hot.
It feels like about 125 on this track here. The synthetic turf just absorbing the heat. But when we come back, you can see our friends behind me, Texas Sports Productions, are prepared to bring you the KSAT 12 MeTV Game of the Week. We'll bring you a live preview here from Gustafson Stadium between Brandeis and Warren. And also when we come back, the Cowboys, who are off the COVID reserve list, coming up. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome live to Gustafson Stadium for the KSAT 12 MeTV Texas Sports Productions Game of the Week. Brandeis taking on Warren. Now, the Broncos come into tonight's game after their stellar 33-7 victory over neighborhood rivals O'Connor Panthers to kick off the 2021 season last week. That game had been postponed last year due to the COVID pandemic and what is now a non-district game after the Broncos were moved to District 28-6A. For the Warren Warriors, they're coming off a loss to number 5 Smithson Valley 32-13 last week, and tonight looking for their first win of the season.
We're a pretty good team, and we just have to stay locked in the whole game. We have to compete every play and just keep on doing what we have to do.
No, they're fast. They always are, you know. I mean, they'll be well coached, but Brandeis in general, I mean, Warren's only beat Brandeis one time, you know, I think, in school in Brandeis' school history. So, you know, they're a good football team, and but they haven't played the Warriors yet.
All right, here's a look at our big game coverage Thursday night edition. Brandeis taking on Warren on MeTV, Texas Sports Productions. Number 1, Brennan over at Clemens at Lindhoff Stadium. Stevens and Wagner at Rutledge. Burbank, Southwest Legacy. Pearsall and Near. Luling will be at the Young Men Leadership Academy at Alamo Stadium. And Corpus Christi, John Paul II versus Holy Cross. There are a number of key players right now coming off the COVID reserve list for the Dallas Cowboys with their game, their season opener set 1 week from tonight. Wide receiver CeeDee Lamb is one of them, along with safety DeMonte Casey, defensive tackle Carlos Watkins, have been all activated. You may remember Watkins and defensive coordinator Dan Quinn were sent home just 90 minutes before kickoff of their last preseason game at AT&T Stadium. Lamb has yet to have a full workout with quarterback Dak Prescott since the Cowboys returned from training camp in Oxford, and now he has a week to get ready for the Cowboys face the defending Super Bowl champions Tampa Bay Buccaneers to kick off the 2021 season. Meantime, the NBA has come out with new rules regarding unvaccinated players that still must be approved by the NBA Players Association. In the memo obtained by ESPN, unvaccinated players will have to undergo daily testing before games and practices, will have to sit out in different locations on team planes and team buses away from vaccinated players, and the same goes for team meals as well. Don't forget to join us tonight on the BGC app. You can check out all the live games by Texas Sports Production. Also, you can follow all our scores on Twitter, and then tune into the Night Beat tonight for all the highlights and scores. Live from Gustafson Stadium, Greg Simmons, KSAT 12 Sports.
All right, Greg, I love you, man, but I'm going to suggest maybe next time not the black KSAT shirt, maybe like a lighter color.
I'm dying.
We'll get you a white one so that you don't absorb all that sun.
Exactly.
All right, we'll be right back. Thanks so much for watching the News at 5 with us.
World News up next. We'll see you back here at 6.